I'm Ruby Patton and welcome to Griffith University News. More than 5,000 supporters took part in the Mother's Day Classic run today on the Gold Coast. The large turnout helped to raise much needed funds for breast cancer research. Rosie O'Brien has the story.
They arrived in their thousands, Broadbeach bound, all with one cause: to support breast cancer research in the Mother's Day Classic. 23 locations around Queensland will be holding the fundraising events today, but the Gold Coast is sure to be one of the largest. Everyone from babies to baby boomers have turned out to the annual tradition, which hopes to raise more than $6 million this year. Team effort was felt all round, with groups of ladies banding together and running for those past and present.
My auntie lives there. Oh, lovely. And you girls? My mum.
It didn't matter though if you ran or not. Just being present on the day counted, as Michelle Miller pointed out.
No, I didn't run. I just wanted to be here. My mum's on the Sunshine course, so I just wanted to be here and just show my support by being here and
you're wearing pink?
Participating. Yeah, pale though it is.
Entertainment and activities are set to continue well into the afternoon, and what a better way to spend Mother's Day than enjoying great company while supporting a wonderful cause.
From everyone here today, we just wanted to say a huge thank you. It's great to see you all dressed up in pink, and I hope you enjoy the day.
Rosie O'Brien, Griffith News.
More than 5,000 Gold Coast locals have come together to take part in the Mother's Day Classic, an event aimed at raising money for breast cancer research. The fun run or walk encourages early detection of breast cancer and promotes awareness for the deadly disease, which kills 7 Australian women each day. Linda Collins-Dolan has the story.
More than 5,000 Australian mums and their families skipped breakfast in bed this Mother's Day, opting instead to participate in the Mother's Day Classic, an event dedicated to raising funds for breast cancer research. It was an emotional morning for participants, many of whom had either been affected by breast cancer themselves or had been close to someone who'd been touched by the disease.
My daughter developed breast cancer about 4 years ago, and she passed away at the age of 38 3 years ago. So every year there's a team of us from the Twin Towns Runners and Walkers Club who run in a team called Running for Elizabeth.
It's actually a really lonely journey. It's really, even though you've got family and everything, it's really lonely. You just find that it's really only other women that are undergoing it.
The event attracted more than 125,000 participants Australia-wide, raising over $5 million for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Runners and walkers of all ages came together to support the worthy cause.
I like to support the people who suffer the disease.
Well, we came here because of my nana. She had breast cancer a couple of years ago and she went through chemo. So yeah, we're doing it for her.
Here we are this morning at the Broadbeach Mother's Day Classic, where more than 5,000 people have shown up to help raise funds and awareness for breast cancer research Australia-wide.
As I begin wrapping others out, your
It's been in the work for 2 years, and now the Gold Coast is a step closer to getting its own Chinatown. The master plan is being developed to suit Chinese locals and visitors, as well as opening the door to greater business opportunities for our city. From the famous Chinese restaurants and massage parlours to its growth of the Asian Pacific population, Southport has always maintained an impressive cultural community. But now that the construction of the new Southport Chinatown is underway, it's expected Southport will soon have an even stronger and more vibrant Chinese facade. What do you think about the new Chinatown?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's all lot of Chinese people around here, and then after lot Asian shop around here. It's good for people, you know.
The streets may look barren now, but it's expected the area around Young and Davenport Street will be alive with even more Chinese grocers, restaurants, retails, hospitality and events. as well as 3 Chinese welcoming gates that will be positioned at each entry. But will the Southport Chinatown be true to the Gold Coast spirit? And will it represent Australia's New World relationship with the Asia-Pacific region?
Chinatown Gold Coast is all about putting on the best possible face for our city and sending a strong message to Chinese visitors and people from the Asia-Pacific region about the fact that Gold Coast is ready to welcome them and very keen to do business with the Asian community.
Despite the grand opening of Chinatown already over and done with, the master plan won't be finished until the second half of the year. Ruby Patton, Griffith University News. Most of us have heard the expression, died of a broken heart, or left broken-hearted. And there is a strong connection between emotional stress and heart disorders. Mike Naylan has more on the story.
The expression, died of a broken heart, is not just a metaphor for feeling sad. It is a real condition of the heart, known by its medical name, Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. Dr. Rahman explains broken heart syndrome.
Broken heart syndrome is a synonym of Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. Quite often this is triggered by emotional stress. Anything that triggers massive emotional response, that's responsible for that syndrome of Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
One of the most effective ways to detect broken heart syndrome is by having an angiogram to check what the condition of the arteries to the heart are in. 68-year-old Joyce Sim from Brisbane developed broken heart syndrome within hours on the same day her husband passed away from a sudden heart attack.
My husband passed away on January 21st in 2011. At that moment I had pains in the chest. I had pains in my chest and pains down my left arm, which was sort of the indications of a heart attack anyhow.
Broken heart syndrome is a serious heart condition and has the same symptoms as a heart attack, and although recovery is from a few days to a couple of weeks, if you experience chest pain, shortness of breath or weakness in the arms, call 000 and have it checked out at your nearest hospital. This is Mike Naylan for Griffith University News.
After a 4-year wait, Dreamworld are proud to present 3 new Lumholtz tree kangaroos. Theme park guests can now learn about the tree kangaroo and the conservation program helping the species to survive. Courtney Kelly reports.
Dreamworld is not only the home to the Big 8 thrill rides, such as the Giant Drop and the Tower of Terror, it also has an extensive wildlife exhibit featuring many native animals, including some brand new Lumholtz tree kangaroos.
So Sai came from the Atherton region up north. Karen runs a rehabilitation centre where she's got a whole bunch of tree-roos. We got him as well as Mindy as well, which is another tree kangaroo we've got here. They're part of a breeding program that we've got here, so we're looking to hopefully get them successfully breeding together. There's little known really about the population. They are classified as least concern, but you know, the numbers are unsure at this stage, so there's further research to be done in that area. So they exist purely up north in the Atherton region, so that climate is similar to here except a lot more humid, so temperatures don't usually get as hot, but the humidity is quite high, so they can deal with that kind of temperature. It's been fantastic to have all the people come and see him. A lot of people don't even know what a tree kangaroo is, so a lot of the questions that we get is, what is he?
With the tree kangaroo commencing its breeding program at Dreamworld, another native animal is added to the list of species supported by the Dreamworld Wildlife Foundation. The Australian Koala Foundation and the Save the Bilby Fund are 2 other programs supported by the Dreamworld Foundation. Courtney Kelly reporting.
Over 11,000 young students and adults attended the 30th Annual Career Expo at the Royal Pines Resort in Benoa. The expo allowed students to interact with exhibitors regarding further education, apprenticeships and employment. Melissa LaRusso has the story.
Thousands flooded the Royal Pines Resort in Benoa for the 30th Annual Career Expo. The one-day expo attracted over 5,000 students and 6,000 adults who are looking for options to further their education, begin an apprenticeship, or jumpstart their career. The event gave attendees the opportunity to speak face-to-face with industry professionals, giving them advice on their path of interest and see what they have to offer. Study Gold Coast marketing manager Lizzie Detta said this has been their biggest and most successful event yet.
It has always been for the students because, regarding career and what you want to do after high school and whatnot. But I mean, the adult market's always really been there, but we wanted it to be more of a push this year, purely because we, employment rates are down and whatnot. So we do want people to actually upskill, apply for jobs, get out there and whatnot. So it is more of a push this year.
Students like Jaden Robertson said the expo was a great way to weigh his options for a pathway after high school.
I mean, you see so much cool stuff. Like there was the Army one. I have no idea what that is, but I'm putting it over there. There was the Quantum College down there and stuff like that. It's so cool to see all the stuff that you don't even think about because you just see it on paper and you don't even realize how cool it would be in real life.
Students and adults alike are saying that this expo is helping them clearly define what they hope to do in their futures and giving them pathways and contacts to do so. Melissa Iruso reporting for Griffith University.
This weekend marks the 5th year that local cinemas at Robina Town Centre changed over to event cinemas. To celebrate the occasion, they are offering a great deal to all those who wish to catch a movie. Jacob Blunden reports.
So if you're from Africa, why are you white? Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
They are 3 of the most popular films of all time, and this weekend, Event Cinemas Robina are giving Gold Coasters the chance to relive them back on the big screen to celebrate the cinema's 5th birthday.
5th birthday is a celebration of Event Cinemas at Robina being open for 5 years, so it's still a beautiful sight and we're really excited to be sharing our birthday experience with everybody in the area as well.
To thank customers for their support, they'll be bringing some cult classics back onto the big screen.
So we've got Mean Girls screening, Transformers, and for the kids we're bringing back How to Train Your Dragon 1, so something for everybody. It's going to be pretty exciting.
With this birthday celebration, management within Event Cinemas hope to re-energise the business by offering massive discounts to all their customers on all their products.
It's a $5 ticket for everybody, which is an incredible discount, something that's not offered particularly anywhere in this area, so something just to get the crowds in, and we want to fill out our cinemas.
Public opinion of the event has been nothing but positive.
I love it. Facilities are great, people are great, nothing beats the VMAX.
The cinema will also be showing all of their current movie releases at a discounted price.
This means audiences will be able to see films like X-Men, Maleficent, Godzilla, and many more for only $10, something that should please even the harshest of critics. This is Jacob London reporting for Griffith University News.
With the release of the new budget, nurses' penalty rates are under threat of being cut as part of the Fair Act review. While not confirmed, this change is set to include a 3% pay rise to subsidise any loss. Crystal Montaldo reports.
As budget cuts continue, the threat of nurses' penalty cuts become a pending reality as a part of the Fair Work Act review. If the penalty cuts are pursued, it is suggested the nurses will receive a 3% pay rise to subsidise any loss. Union Rep Kamal Krishna expresses concern.
The overall effect would be a brain drain, or a drain of nurses who are dedicated and committed to nursing. That will have an adverse effect on patient care.
With penalty rates making up 40% of their income, their wages would be halved.
It will definitely affect nurses coming into the industry. When people make the choice to work those hours, they do it on the basis that they will be compensated. Nurses would be at a loss because they're also losing out on family time.
Many nurses have had enough. Emergency nurse Sabrina Montaldo fears for her career.
At the end of the day, if they do cut our penalties, I can see myself resigning from Queensland Health, not only because I will be losing, but because our patients will be losing. If they are cutting our nursing penalty rates, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
As they defend their penalties, the demand for nursing grows. According to Health Workforce Australia, by 2025, the nursing shortage will increase by up to 27%. With the nursing shortage set to increase within the next 10 years, the penalty rate cuts will only decrease the amount of recruits in future. If penalties are cut, the future of nursing and patient care will become uncertain. Crystal Montaldo, Griffith University News.
Shops in Australia have been forced to restrict sales of infant formula as supplies have run short. The shortage isn't at crisis level yet, but there is concern for families who need formula in the future, where breast milk is not an option. Stephanie Sun reports.
Australian supermarkets and pharmacies were running out of popular baby formula. Nutricia, supplier of top-selling formula brand Care, had a sudden surge in demand of its products, which has seen stock plummet and left shelves empty. Major supermarkets and pharmacies were rationing sale across brands to a few cans per customer. One sign in chemist read, "There is a limit of 2 cans per customer on Care Aptamil formula range." Woolworths has a limit sale of all baby formula to 4 cans per transaction.
I don't like it because I'd prefer to be able to go out and buy, 5, just so I can stock up, just in case, it's a rainy day or if my daughter's sick and I'm the only one at home with her. So I don't like that at all.
Media reports that Chinese tourists are buying baby milk powder in bulk. Australian infant formula are very popular in Asia, particularly in China, because they have some issue with product safety with baby formula a few years back.
If we can breastfeed, it's fine, but if we can't breastfeed it, we'll be able to have to buy it, which is cost money for them, and then, if it's short supply, of course it's going to affect their life as well.
A suggestion from local pharmacists: if parents are unable to find their baby Euro brand of milk, they may try another brand or revisit the store again. Also, breast milk is another good option.
Breast milk is a lot better for babies and children in general because it's rich in antibodies, which are essential for building the immune system of children. It's more natural for the baby. It's generally specific to their needs, and it's actually better for the mum to breastfeed as well.
Broadbeach is proving it has rhythm in its veins, with a huge lineup of incredible artists assembling for the annual Broadbeach Blues Festival, Blues on Broadbeach. From the 22nd to the 25th of May, Broadbeach will light up with great live music transcending the barriers of age, gender and culture. Mark Alpin has more.
Today, it's all about the blues. I'm here at Blues on Broadbeach Music Festival. Broadbeach providing the perfect venue for this fun-loving event. An impressive lineup of over 50 local and international bands come together over the next 4 days and nights. You would usually expect this festival of this calibre to have a hefty price tag, but not Blues on Broadbeach. This event is totally free. Some big names include Darryl Braithwaite, Diesel, Russell Morris, Phil Emmanuel, Andrew Baxter, Big Kitty, and Trinity Roots, just to name a few. Blurring the lines of age, gender and culture, Blues on Broadbeach really provides fun for the whole family. Of course it wouldn't be a blues fest without some swing dancing and some fun.
Mainly the fact that people come out and enjoy the weather and just come and participate, that's what it's all about.
I think it's a great thing for Broadbeach, Gold Coast, yeah.
The Blues on Broadbeach Music Festival is truly a magical event. If you didn't have time to come down this year, make sure you make time next year, and I'm sure I'll see you around. Mark Alpin for Griffith Uni News.
There is no better way to enjoy the Gold Coast's cool weather and outdoor festival culture than the annual music festival Blues on Broadbeach this weekend. Broadbeach is proving it has rhythm in its veins, with a massive lineup of amazing artists preparing for the event. Alison Graham reports.
There is no better way to enjoy the Gold Coast's cool weather and outdoor festival culture than at the annual music festival Blues on Broadbeach this weekend. Broadbeach is making a name for themselves within the festival industry through a massive lineup of amazing artists preparing for the event. The festival has attracted over 450,000 people since its takeoff in 2002, making this a world-class event, with this year set to be bigger than ever.
Come up every year from Byron. It's so family friendly. I love it. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Whether you are a classic soulful blues fan or a lover of great entertainment, with well-known bands, local favourites, international guests and everyone in between, this year's program ticks all the right boxes.
kicked off on Thursday and will go on through until late Sunday evening. And with entertainment throughout Broadbeach, there's something for everyone.
Blues devotees will be very pleased with what's in store for 2014. With acts such as Trinity Roots and Melbourne Ska Orchestra, it will help draw a wider audience to the event. But the best part of all, it's completely free.
Yeah, this is our first time coming to Blues Fest, and it's really good. The atmosphere is really good, and I'd recommend it to anyone.
So come down this weekend and get lost in the vibe, because this event is one not to miss. I'm Alison Graham, and you're watching Griffith University News.
You have been watching Griffith University News. I'm Ruby Patton. Good night.